Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be making a Asian crispy sesame seed chicken. So I'm going to first start off by making the sauce for this recipe. Then I'm going to be making the tempura batter. And then I'm going to be cooking the chicken and then merging the sauce with the chicken. So we're going to get started with our white rice vinegar, some soy sauce that is light. I'm going to now add some brown sugar. I'm going to now add some cornstarch. I'm going to mix this up thoroughly so that the cornstarch blends in fully with the sauce. I'm going to now add some water. And then I'm going to be adding in some sesame oil. And then to finish the sauce up, I'm going to be adding in some sesame seeds. I'm going to rest this sauce aside, and then I'm going to go on to making my tempura for the chicken. So we have a nice mix here. The sesame seeds are just going to float to the top, which is okay, because once we complete the cooking of the chicken, we're just going to merge everything together. So we're just going to leave this aside. And then we're going to now go on to making the tempura for our chicken. Now that my sesame sauce is complete, we're going to go on to making the tempura for this recipe. So we have 2 eggs, we have some flour. We're going to mix these 2 together, and then we're going to add in our next ingredients. We want to have a nice smooth texture, so we just do gradually first the flour, and then we're going to go on to adding our next ingredients. Alright, so this is now fully mixed, and we're now going to add in our cornstarch, and then we have a soda water. Now my soda water has gone a little flat, but if it was fully sparkled it would have a better effect, but it will work just as nice. So let's go on to the next ingredients. So we're going to add in my cornstarch. And then my water. You want to get a nice smooth texture so that it's not clumpy. Mix it, and it does still have the bubbles that it's the soda water has still in it, so it's going to create a nice batter for the chicken. And once we have this complete, we're going to go on to the cooking method stage for this recipe. So we're just going to make sure that this is fully mixed, and then once this is done, I'm going to show you the next step in this recipe. Now that my tempura batter is complete and my sesame sauce is also complete, we're ready to go on to the next step for this recipe, which will be the cooking stage. So I have washed and cubed a couple breast of a chicken, and so I made it a good size so it doesn't take a long time to cook. I'm starting to heat up a wok at a medium-high heat. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my chicken into the tempura batter. I'm going to soak it in there so that we can let it rest for about a minute or so. And then once our wok is nice and hot, we can start putting our tempura chicken into the oil. Now I have also prepared a bowl with a strainer just off to the side, so once the chicken gets to a nice golden color and a full cook, I'm just going to let it drain in that strainer there. And I also have a nice just a spoon that has the holes in it so that we can drain it out quickly. So once my oil is complete, we're going to put it into the oil and we're going to cook it gradually. Okay, so we're now ready and our chicken has now been resting, so we're just going to put it into our heat. We're going to cook our chicken on all sides so that we can get a nice brown color on all sides. Now you can put a little bit more oil if you choose. I just did about an inch high so that we could cook bit by bit. So it's getting that nice golden color, which we are looking for, and then we're just going to make sure it gets cooked throughout the whole pieces of chicken. And that's why I recommend that you don't cut your chicken cubes too large so it doesn't take a long time to cook the chicken. It cooks quite quickly. So once I have the chicken fully complete, I'm going to show you the next step in this recipe. Now that my chicken is cooked with a nice golden finish with the tempura batter, I'm ready to now merge all the ingredients together. So I have my sesame sauce, my chicken. I also cooked a bit of mushrooms on the side, so I'm going to merge that in with our chicken. So we're going to heat our pan up once again. I'm going to be adding some sesame oil now. I'm going to be adding in a bit of minced garlic. I'm going to now add my chicken back into the oil. I'm also going to be adding in my sauce. And then my mushrooms. I'm going to cook this until I can reduce the liquids in the chicken and the sauce that we've created. So we're just going to bring this to a boil and let it reduce the liquids that is in this recipe. So I just cooked the sauce with the chicken for a few additional minutes so that I can reduce all those liquids and that the sauce would become thicker. I also prepared some nice long grain rice. You can serve it with plain steamed rice. It's up to you. And then I finished it off with a bit more of our sesame seeds. So there we go, a nice, fun, delicious dinner. If you like this recipe and you want to see more like this, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that share, like, and that bell notification.